President Biden visited Florida and Georgia today, getting aerial tours of the damage and talking with people devastated by Hurricane Helene. The storm is now being blamed for at least 200 deaths. We've also been following the devastation in western North Carolina. In the aftermath, survivors are dealing with limited electricity, food, and water. Some are bottling river water to use at home.
You gotta do what you gotta do. That means use this to flush your toilet, drink the bottled water.
Very painful. You know, it's just like we have these first responders who are working so hard, and and they all live here too.
And because of how devastating Hurricane Helene was, President Biden ordered 1,000 troops to that area to help, but more hands are needed. The American Red Cross making an urgent plea for more volunteers, and Colorado is helping with that. So joining me now is Josh Egbert. He's with the Red Cross of Colorado and Wyoming. Josh, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, your team has been busy. So what is the Red Cross doing locally to help out?
So right now we have about 30 volunteers that have deployed to those areas, North Carolina, Florida, and they're really providing, their main focus right now is providing shelter, a safe place for these families to go, food, water, different essentials like that. They're also providing physical and mental health as well. This can be a very traumatic experience, and so really having someone there to talk to, really having someone there to just give them a warm hug and embrace. That's what our volunteers are doing right now down there.
And you just were talking about what they're doing out there. How important is this work that they're doing? Like you said, giving them just a warm hug. This is some of the worst days they've seen.
It is, and when you think about it, when you see that devastation on TV, you can't imagine what it's really like down there. Some of these families have nowhere to go. They have no shelter, no food, no running water, and so our volunteers really are there mobilizing to really make sure that everybody does, again, stay safe, even if they're not staying at our shelter, even if they want to stop by and have a warm meal, some water. Again, just that hug, that warm embrace from a Red Cross volunteer. That's what we're there to do.
Yeah, it makes all the difference.
Absolutely.
Talk to us about what your volunteers are seeing out there. What are they telling you?
You know, they're seeing a lot of destruction, as you can imagine. The main thing out there right now is some of these areas you really can't get to. We spoke with a volunteer yesterday who they're having to helicopter supplies in. They're really having to do that because infrastructure's out. There's no roads to get to some of these places. And so they're just seeing a lot of destruction. Some of our volunteers, this is not their first hurricane. This is not their first disaster, but they keep saying this is one of the worst they've seen.
Obviously, it's so critical that folks do volunteer. Why is that? Tell us kind of in summary why.
You know, our mission is to alleviate human suffering. And our goal is to, make sure that someone always has a safe place to go, a warm meal after a disaster. And it's not just a hurricane, it's a house fire. It's wildfires here we see in Colorado as well. And so our volunteers are really there. And that's why the urge is so important right now. If you've ever thought about volunteering, if you have the time to maybe go to some of these areas, or if you don't have the time to go out of state, you want to help our neighbors here in Colorado, redcross.org/volunteer. Sign up today. We'll get you some training, and we'll get you helping those people that really need us during this time.
Yeah, you'll make sure they're all squared away. Josh, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate it. And for all your team is doing to help. Again, if you'd like to help out, we'll also have more information on our website. That's cbscolorado.com. Michael.